No one noticed Daniel Carter when he sat on the last bench of the city bus every morning at 5:40 a.m. He always wore the same faded brown jacket, the zipper half broken, his boots scuffed beyond repair. To most people in Cleveland, Ohio, he was invisible, just another tired man heading to another long day. What no one saw was the small lunchbox in his hand, carefully packed with love, or the folded note inside it that read, "I'm proud of you, Dad." That note was from his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, and it was the reason Daniel never gave up. Even when life seemed determined to crush him, Daniel hadn't always lived like this. There was a time when his life felt normal. He had a modest job at a printing company, a small apartment, and a family that made the world feel warm. But everything changed the night Lily's mother, Sarah, died suddenly from a brain aneurysm. One moment she was laughing, the next she was gone. Daniel remembered holding Lily in the hospital hallway, while doctors spoke in hushed voices. From that night on, he wasn't just a husband anymore. He was a single father, alone in a world that suddenly felt too heavy. The months after Sarah's death were brutal. Daniel tried to be strong, but grief doesn't care about strength. He missed work too often, struggled to focus, and eventually lost his job. Bills piled up. Savings disappeared. He sold his wedding ring to buy groceries. Still, every night he smiled for Lily, helped her with homework, and read her bedtime stories even when his voice shook. He made her believe everything was going to be okay, even when he wasn't sure it ever would be. They moved into a tiny one-bedroom apartment with peeling paint and a heater that barely worked. Daniel slept on the floor so Lily could have the bed. Every morning he woke up before dawn to work 2 jobs, cleaning offices and delivering groceries. He never complained. At school events, he stood quietly at the back, ashamed of his worn clothes, but proud beyond words of his daughter. Lily was kind, smart, and full of light. She never asked for toys, never complained about their life. Sometimes she'd hug him and say, "When I grow up, I'll take care of you, Daddy." Those words both warmed and broke his heart. But the silent struggle wore him down. One winter, Daniel caught pneumonia but couldn't afford to miss work. He coughed through his shifts, dizzy and weak, afraid that if he stopped, everything would fall apart. One evening, after collapsing on the bus, a stranger helped him up. "You okay, man?" the stranger asked. Daniel nodded, forcing a smile. He didn't know how to ask for help. He had spent so long being strong that weakness felt like failure. The turning point came on a rainy afternoon when Lily's school called. Daniel rushed over, heart pounding, afraid something terrible had happened. Instead, the principal and Lily's teacher sat him down gently.